Hello friend, Jim here with JB's Big Adventure, coming to you from Lake Chapala, Mexico. And that's right, it's been a year or two ago, I did a video about making ends meet. And as we well know, that in just today's life, the majority, the mass of people have a hard time making ends meet. And I can relate with that. So that's one of the reasons I'm doing this video. But I'm going to do this video in regards to a budget. And I want to share with you what I know right now that's available right now that you can take advantage of. Now, I just want you to know that I believe there's only 6 available. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about, for one, rentals. Now, you might be on Facebook and you might see that there are people saying that you can't find a rental for less than $2,000 a month at Lake Chapala. And that's a bunch of bunk. That actually is not true. So don't feel that because if somebody's telling you that the rents are real high and there's no affordability here to be able as an expat to live here, that isn't actually true. So I know some apartments right now that are in Ajijic that are available. They're nice, they're 1 bedroom, 1 bath. They've got a full kitchen. They're fully furnished. $650 a month. Now, I just want you to know, since I know about it, those probably won't stay available for very long, because I know I'll get a lot of people actually reaching out to me about those. And if you do want to reach out to me, you can at JBsBigAdventure521@gmail.com. That again is JBsBigAdventure521@gmail.com. If you have an interest in those, you can reach out to me. So $650 a month. It includes all utilities. It includes electricity, propane gas, water, high-speed internet. And one of the biggest and most powerful things about that is you get everything. You know, where 85% of our money goes, our income goes to a mortgage or to rent, here for $650, you got it all in one place that's in Ajijic, and it's right close to Central, which is the downtown plaza area of Ajijic. So that's in regards to being able to find something easy to rent. Now let's talk about food. Well, my wife and I, we actually live we actually go out 2 times a day. So we actually go out for breakfast and for dinner. Now there's times that we go out for a late breakfast or lunch and dinner. And then there's times that we just go ahead and eat at home. But you've probably heard that it's cheaper to actually eat out than it is to actually cook at home. And I want you to know that's really true. Now, and I don't want you to think that, you know, we've got all this money and that's what's required, because Barbara and I we live on Social Security. In fact, for 3 years, we lived on one Social Security check that was actually $1,700 a month. So I just want you to know that it is available here to be able to find rents that are very affordable to be able to get into. So food. So let's say that your food bill runs. Now I'm looking at both of us. So it's about $200 and a quarter for the 2 of us a month. So let's say it's $650 plus 200. What is that? That's $850. So $850, that includes the rent, housing, and also the food. And let's talk about transportation. Now, if you're driving your car down, because of the fact that you don't have to drive long distances, I mean, our gas bill each month for the car is about $25, somewhere right around there. Now, the nice thing here about when you go get your car gassed up, it's actually full service. So they'll actually go ahead and they'll check your tires, they'll clean your windshield. So all the things that, for those of us from the States, have been accustomed to, if we're in fact age 60 years old and older, you'll remember about full service gas stations that were in the States, which you don't find anymore. So we've talked about the rents, we've talked about food, we've talked about transportation. Let's see what else is left. Believe it or not, I had all of my notes on a 4x6 card that I wrote on the back of it, all my notes. And believe it or not, when I went to take all my stuff off my bag here in my bike, there was a gust of wind that came through and it blew it all out into the lake. So my notes are actually sitting down here in the lake. Not going to be doing anybody any good unless they're actually here, they see that and they can read English. So we've talked about housing, we've talked about food, we've talked about transportation, fun. So in regards to entertainment, this is what a lot of people do. They like to go to the Ahihik Plaza. Now these apartments are right close to the plaza. But if you paid $45 a month, $45 a year to the Lake Chapala Society, the LCS, they have arts and crafts, they have clubs, I know they have over 200 volunteers that work there. So they have all kinds of programs. They have concerts, they have seminars and talks. So things that you can actually go to, be a part of, and be entertained in that regards. Also, you've got live nightly music at restaurants. There are some restaurants that do have it. There are those that don't, but there are definitely restaurants that you can actually find live music. So if I was to look at the big four: rents, food, transportation, and fun. Now, how about a cell phone? Well, the cell phone plan, if you were to get a Mexican phone, you can actually get a plan here for $10 a month. Now, there are those that come down with US phones and decide they're going to go ahead and get a Mexican number, which is fine. So Barbara and I, we've actually had our T-Mobile service ever since we've been here. And I've been with T-Mobile for a long time, probably close to 20 years. But you, in fact, can get a phone like that to where if you're not using the phone for very much, then you can get a phone service and such for very inexpensive. So I think I've actually covered the 5 most important things when it comes to budget. So if you're looking to make ends meet and you're only living on Social Security, Barbara and I, we didn't have a house to sell. The vast majority of people that I know that come down here, they all have homes that they have to sell. We didn't have homes to sell. All we had was things that we had in a home that we sold to come down here. They really kind of helped us get started when we were started living here. So it's not like we came with a lot of money. So I will tell you that if finances are tight, if it's difficult to really make ends meet, I want you to know that you can live here. The opportunity of living here and being able to have a better and a nicer place to be, a lot less pace. You're able to relax. You're able to stop and smell the roses. Every time that we go back to the States, everybody from church always says, "You folks look so relaxed." Well, that's because we're now accustomed to it, of what it in fact is like living here at Lake Chapala. What I'm going to do is here in a moment, I want to kind of give you a view of what it looks like where I'm at right this moment. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn this around, and you're going to be able to see there are some boats in here. People are getting in these boats and they're going for rides, whether it's out on the lake, whether it's going to the one of the islands. So there's a lot of things that can be done here that are real inexpensive when it comes to being able to have entertainment and things you like to do. Now, if I move this over here, you can see that this is actually the Malecon, and this Malecon goes all the way down. And as you can see down here, there's some restaurants, and those are actually restaurants that you can actually go to that are right at the lake shore and have a lunch and be able to see the lake and the whole bit. So a lot of things here that can really be done that are very enjoyable when it comes to living here at Lake Chapala. So with that, friends, I hope that's been helpful for you. I hope it's been something that really can help you when it comes to making ends meet. And I hope, in fact, you can use that information. As always, I want to thank you for being a part of this channel and supporting this community. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you on the next video.